Alright, let's move on down through our preferences. If we go under Edit and go to Preferences, the next tab over is Colors. Now this allows you to control a variety of the colors used in your editor, not every single one. So if you were hoping you could take Unity Basic and make it look exactly like the ProScan, you don't have that kind of control in here. What you do have control over, though, is things like the general play mode tint. Now, if you have in the past run into the problem of accidentally changing values while you're playing and then losing those values, and that keeps biting you over and over again.
Okay, I'll admit it. That's me.
That's Lee.
I've lost so much work. Well, that one time when I repainted and did most of the work on that level.
Yeah, and I heard him. There's this audible groan of absolute death and discouragement.
It was only about an hour and a half worth of work. Nothing much.
And apparently the whole time he'd been in play mode because he just simply lost track. Now, if that kind of thing bites you, you could take your play mode tint and change it to something a lot more apparent for you. Like you could set it to super bright red, and now when you hit play, everything turns bright red to try to help you go, oh, hey, I shouldn't be changing values right now. Or if I am going to change values, then at least I know I'm playing. Now, another way to look at it, if you wanted to, you could take this and set it to something very near black. I don't recommend you go all the way to black.
Well, that is kind of funny.
It is kind of funny when you do it, though. It's a great prank to play on your friends. But if you push it down really, really low, you'll notice most of the stuff out here is virtually invisible now. So it becomes a lot trickier to start changing values. It's nowhere near as convenient as it was originally. But you still have access to the play, pause, and step buttons. If you do use 100% black, these buttons tend to disappear, which can make it, well, again, a really nice prank to play on your coworkers and friends. Now, if we jump back over here to colors, we have other things here as well. We can change the scene background. This is really only relevant up until you have like a skybox or something visible. Other points of interest would be like the active wireframe. So if we grab, say, our tent here, and you can see the wireframe is active because it is selected, we could change that to something like a bright shade of orange. And now if we click on it to update it, that's the color of the wireframe. We can change the background of our windows, which does have something kind of to do with our ProScan. But for instance, if we wanted each of these windows to be, I don't know, a little bit lighter by default, we could bring up this color and then close. Now we have to update these windows, so notice as I click on them, that changes their color out a little bit. So it really is just a matter of what pleases you. You can even change the 3 primary axes for things like your move tool. So, if you didn't want green to be the up and down axis and you didn't want Z to be blue like this, then you could change that out for any other color of the rainbow.
Another good one for practical jokes.
Yeah, exactly. But what I'm going to do is click the Use Defaults button to put everything right back to where it was. So now when I click, this goes back to blue. When I hit play, we just get the little bit of darkening. And that is going to wrap things up for this quick view at adjusting our color preferences. Thanks a lot.